Today, it's the National Football League. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Yes, nothing quite like Buffalo in January as we welcome you inside a snowy Bills Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge? For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis.
Complete to
that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. This is Henry. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
43-yard line.
Back to throw here. This is the tight end, Njoku. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. That one goes for 24 yards. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jayon Brown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
1-yard gain.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Y'all play
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Njoku taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll bang that one through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Gilbert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Recovery.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Bills 17. Titans nothing.
So good kick
enough there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a
pressure comes, and down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
And the lead is now 24.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Gilbert.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Derrick Henry takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Now this throw caught left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pitch.
Now it's Henry.
2nd and 6.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
On the handoff.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
A 41-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Bills 27, Titans 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a third in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a throw that's complete, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
13-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jayon Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Makes the score Bills 30, Titans 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. And of these highlights that we show here, I think the big thing to put an asterisk next to, 3 fumbles.
Swarming, swooping, making it happen, knocking the ball free. So many teams work on it, but you don't see it work quite as well as we're seeing here in this game. And they mix in taking one out of the air a little bit, too. This team is swarming like crazy and making big plays.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Henry. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. This one caught by Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread.
Titans 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep for Dibb. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third.
The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku.
The pass.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefit almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And taken at the 46. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Bills.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Tackle by Jordan Elliott. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
2nd and 16.
Today's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.